What's happening, YouTube? So I'm gonna make a short video. It's just a replacement for another one I made that I thought was way too long and the quality just wasn't up to par for what I wanted. So it's a video about this Odin Works brace and what I think about it. First things first, the brace does weigh a few ounces more than your standard buffer setup, just because it is an all aluminum construction. It's spring actuated. You always got to pull on it just that little bit extra to get it to click, because for some reason it doesn't like to click in the last position. I've put a rifle up here and actually shouldered this, and it's pretty comfortable. In the meantime, though, I'm running an 11.5-inch upper, in case anybody wants to know. And I don't know the exact length. I haven't measured for the total package. But what I know is fully collapsed, this thing, compared to a stock rifle upper, carbine upper, it's about 2 inches shorter or so than your standard carbine buffer and all that setup. And it only extends about an inch past at full extension. So if you've got a short length of pull and you wanted to use this on a rifle, if you've got shorter arms, it'll work out. Me personally, it's a little bit too short for me, but again, it does make a nice short package. Especially if you're running, say, a 7.5. I pulled out the old dandy scale there. I did some comparisons. The standard carbine buffer weighs 3 ounces. 2.95. This Odin Works buffer weighs 3.05 ounces on my scale. So it is actually slightly heavier. The buffer is only about this long, whereas the carbine buffer is nearly twice as long. So that was one concern I had, and I'm sure other people had, was will it retain the same weight, or will it be too light for my system based off of the gas settings and all that? Some people were talking about getting an adjustable gas block. That's fine, but you don't need it. It actually weighs slightly more, which is giving me brass shooting about 3 o'clock, whereas with a standard pistol buffer, I guess that extra 0.1 ounces makes a little bit of a difference. It was more at like the 2 o'clock, 2.5-ish o'clock, if you will. Anyways, I digress. So although it is a heavier package, the buffer weighs just a hair more. It is a proprietary spring. It's a little bit shorter. The buffer, like I said, super short. It's proprietary, but you get full bolt lockback, so no issues there. Full bolt travel. It's not too short for any of that. I haven't had no issues with it cycling. Cycles great. It's a pretty comfortable recoil impulse. This isn't too uncomfortable on the face or anything like that. This has come loose on me one time. The way you install it, there's no castle nut or anything, so you just torque it down with a 1/4-inch ratchet there. I torqued it down to spec. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. It came loose after shooting a few mags. I put a little bit of Loctite in there, tightened it down again, haven't had a problem since, and I've done a lot of shooting with it. But anyways, if you're looking for something that gets you just something a little bit shorter, give you kind of that honey badger look, they do make a stock version of this instead of just a pistol version. I'm not sure if the stock version is a little bit longer or not. Haven't really looked into that. I originally bought this for the AR9, and although it does work for an AR9, 3 ounces is a little bit light, so that recoil impulse is a little crazy. But it'll work. I have tested it. So there's that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully it helps you make a decision. These things, if you could find them, I got mine from Palmetto State Armory. MSRP, they're about $300. I got a sale price on this one, but if you find them, they're about $299 plus shipping, handling, and all that stuff. So be aware. But if you're building a honey badger, this will be perfect for like a 300 blackout with a 7.5. That'd make one sick, tiny little setup. So I highly recommend. Thanks for watching.